Good morning, good morning. Good morning. This morning's going to be a good coffee talk. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Go, Michael. Go, Michael. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. You mentioned being gluten-free. Is that a personal choice or medical? Oh, honey, that would never, ever be a personal choice. I'm Italian. I need all the bread and pasta. No, it's a medical thing. Sadly. But at least now my nails grow and my hair grows and I'm not a mess. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody slept well. Michael and I went on a date last night. It was great. Date night. It was actually really nice. We talked the whole time. It's nice. We've not been fighting, which is good. You know, the beautiful thing about marriage is like you make up and you get to a really good place and you try really hard for a while and then old habits slip back in and you've got to just like really work hard at that. When people are like, I've been married 60 years, I'm like, okay, Sheila, I get it. It was a different time 60 years ago, Sheila. You had nowhere to go. Marriage is hard. Yes, it's worth it. But yes, it's hard. Okay, so a couple of things that I have found that make me happy. One is that when someone says something mean to me, I don't block them right away. I wait to see who likes their comment and then I block all those people. Oh my God, it's so fun. I just did that on Instagram. Somebody said something mean to me and I left it. And the couple of people that liked her comment, I blocked them. I'm so petty. I'm Petty Mercury. I am Petty Pendergrass. And I don't care. It's like the trash is taking itself out. Goodbye. Okay, so I wanted to tell you something that I thought of about the way people feel about, you know, it's Pride Month, and so I've spoken about the fact that I'm bisexual. And, you know, I try to tell people, like, just be careful of the things you say because somebody that you know or somebody you love may be gay and you may not even know yet. And so sometimes we say things that we don't realize who's listening, right? And so over the last week, a lot of people have messaged me saying, you know, you're in a marriage. It's not necessary to tell people that you're bisexual. And I understand it isn't for everybody. There are people who are very uncomfortable with that. I would like to say this to you. I understand. I do not judge you for the way you feel. I understand. Some of it is generational. Some of it is religious. Some of it is the way you were raised. Some of it is just, you literally don't know about it. So you're kind of ignorant to what it is. So you just don't know. Okay? I understand all of that. I appreciate very much the people who have messaged me and said, I don't agree with it. It's not something I would choose for myself, but I just want to tell you I love you and I've been following you and I love you and I don't even care. Thank you. That is the right way to handle something that you don't agree with. It isn't something I would do. It's not something for me, but I love you anyway and I support you anyway. Here is the funny thing about this. people who feel the need to overstate the this coffee talk is going to be like kind of all over the place because I can feel already that my ADD is really bad this morning, and I have ADD very bad, and I won't take medicine for it, so it takes me a long time to find my thought. Okay, so a couple of things. One, people have asked me, Jamie, what does it even mean to be bisexual? What does that mean? We take for granted that people know this term, they understand it. Many people do not. Like, I don't know that my mother did. She heard it before, but I don't know that she really got it. Bisexuality simply means, for me, this is the way I define it for myself. I cannot speak for anyone else. Bisexuality for me simply means that as far back as I can remember, as far back as I have memory, I was as attracted to men or boys as I was girls. Like, if I saw a cute girl, my body would have the same reaction that it would if I saw a cute boy. I didn't choose that. I didn't consciously understand that. It was just happening. So I just assumed at 9 years old or 10 years old that that's how everybody's body reacted. I also knew that when I was with girls, I felt safe, right? Because this was before I became destructive and my dad got sick, right? This is when I was still like a good, nice human being. I loved being around girls. I loved having girlfriends, and I loved how soft they were and beautiful they were and how good they smelled. And I sometimes was more attracted to them, meaning like some I wasn't attracted to at all. Like when you have guy friends and you're not attracted to them at all, but you love them, but you're not attracted to them. I had girlfriends that I adored, but I wasn't at all attracted to. But every once in a while there would be a girl that I would get like butterflies, and I would be like, oh my God. But I didn't understand that wasn't happening to everybody, right? Now for me, I was never as effective in female relationships. I could never quite get the dynamic right. Because I'm such a authoritative, dominant in my professional life, I tend to like to be dominated in my personal life. Men, I find my dynamic with men in that way easier. When I'm with women, I tend to be the dominant. So it's exciting for me, and I'm turned on for a while. And then for me, I try to change the dynamic and it gets all confusing and it typically fizzles out. I'm a complex human being. I don't pretend at all to have like full 100% understanding even of what I feel or what I do. I don't know that I ever will. Emotions and feelings are hard to like pin down. But I am a proud bisexual. I understand now that it means that you can be attracted to men or women. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that you're a deviant. It doesn't mean you're dirty. It doesn't mean you're a sinner. It doesn't mean you're nasty. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean any of the things that people want you to believe it means. It simply means you are attracted or can be attracted to both men and women in the same way. That's it. Here's what it doesn't mean. Do you sleep with women while you're married? No, I don't. Do you make out with women while you're married? No, but I probably would. And that's something that Michael and I have talked about and will deal with. It's not something for you to worry about or judge or anything. You wouldn't do it in your marriage. We get it. Michael and I understand. We're less conventional. It does not give you license to hurt people or cheat on people or lie to people. Bisexuality does not mean that because you're attracted to both sexes, you can cheat on your spouse or lie to them. No, that's not what that means. And any implication that that's what bisexuals are running around doing is not true. That's a fallacy, because I am more transparent with you guys than I am with anybody. And if I was doing that, I would simply tell you. Flat out. So there would be no reason for me to lie. If I was running around making out with women, you guys would know. I am attracted to women all the time, every single day. Every single day. All the time. I have very specific types. I am not attracted to all women. I am attracted to like 2 types. That's it. That is what I like. So some people feel the need to say hurtful things, right? And to those people I say, many believe that being gay is only a sin if you actually act on it. Meaning, if you think gay thoughts, but you don't ever do it, then it's not a sin. To those people I say, same thing with being an asshole. If you think bad thoughts about gay people, but they never come out of your mouth, it's not a sin. Once you say it and you hurt someone unnecessarily, you are indeed an asshole. See how that works? You can think the thoughts in your mind, but you don't have to say them. Additionally, people have said to me, Jamie, I don't want to be hurtful, but I don't agree with your lifestyle. So what is something I can say that lets you know I don't agree with your lifestyle, but isn't hurtful? Well, Sheila, I'm not 100% sure why you feel the need, why you are compelled to tell me you don't agree with my lifestyle. But if you need to say it, because it is causing a lava lump in your throat, if you need to say it, here is something you could say. That is not a decision I would be comfortable making in my life. Okay, Sheila. I respect that. That's it. That is it. If you feel the need to say it, because there are people who fear, and I respect this, guys. We know this. We know people like this in our lives, people that we love. There are people that we love who are afraid if they don't denounce something they don't agree with, God may think they agree with it. Now, God listens to your prayers while you're taking a shit on the toilet, Sheila, but you're not sure if maybe he doesn't know how you feel about gays. You have to say it out loud. He hears all your other thoughts and all your silent prayers, but this one, you gotta say, just in case God needs to hear it auditorily and he sent his ear down to earth. I'm listening. You better denounce it, Sheila. I can hear all your other silent prayers, but I can't hear this. You gotta publicly denounce it, Sheila. Okay, fine. Okay, who am I to argue, Sheila? It's your logic. People feel that they need to denounce it because they're afraid that God may think they accept it if they don't. Okay, I get it. So then speak to your God. Don't comment on my Instagram. You think God is scrolling through my Instagram going, I better see Sheila denounce this shit. Sheila, get on this Instagram post and tell this bisexual woman you don't agree. If you need to denounce something, when you pray, speak to God and say, Lord, I follow this woman on Facebook and I really love her coffee talk. And recently she told us she's bisexual and I just need you to know I don't agree. I love everything else about her. I love a couple of things about her. I like one thing about her. But Lord, I do not agree with her life choices or her sexual preference. There you go. You are clean. You are like Tangina in Poltergeist. This house is clear. You're safe. You're safe. You've spoken to God. He knows exactly how you feel. And this isn't about, and let me say this, and I need you to really listen to me. I love many people who do not agree with my life choices. I love them. I value them. I respect them. This is not if you don't agree that I'm bisexual, if you don't support that I'm bisexual, we have a problem. No. I would be no better than anybody else who tries to silence me or make me feel bad. I will never do that. If you do not agree with my life choices, that is okay. You do not have to agree with me for me to love you. Absolutely not. The only thing I ask is that in your denouncement or in your disagreement or in your whatever, that you take it up with yourself and your God, not with me. I don't need to hear that you're disappointed in me or that you don't, whatever. That doesn't serve me in any way. Okay? So here's the other thing. The other thing is, it's easy for me to sit here and be this honest because I'm married to a man and will probably stay married to this man for the rest of my life, which means that I'm not out here in the street risking my life for my orientation. There are kids in this country right now, whether you agree with them or not, who are risking their lives every day. The anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting was just yesterday or 2 days ago. These kids just want to live. Right now, some of you are watching going, but Jamie, I can't support that. I understand. I really do understand, and I am not angry with you. I am not. The only thing that I ask is that whatever denouncement you need to make, you do it internally and you do it with your God. Because that is who matters to you, right? It matters to you that God knows that you don't accept it, that you can't tolerate it. Telling these young kids that you don't accept them does nothing for you. It doesn't bring you closer to God. That is not how you win points with God. That is not how you win. You don't win by destroying someone else or hurting someone else. I don't take away your right to disagree. I don't take away your right to say, that's not for me. I don't like it. I don't want that. My mother, who, for all intents and purposes, if that's even the saying, it's probably not. It's probably like incense and porpoises. I don't know. When I told her that I was bisexual, she was like, okay. She didn't really get it. She was like, I mean, of course you are. There's always something with you, you know? And she's right. Susan's right. There's always something with me. But she never made me feel bad. She was just like, all right, Jay, whatever, work it out. And I ended up going in the direction that I ended up going in because I desperately needed male energy in my life. And I fell in love with Michael, and he was very much like my father, and it just worked. So all I say is you don't have to agree. To those who don't agree, to those who watch me and love me, but do not agree with that side of my life, lucky for you, I'm married to a man, and this is the choice I made, and I'm very happy. I just ask that when you feel called to denounce these things, you just do so between you and your God, and that you don't allow that denouncement to hurt anyone else, because I promise you, God knows your heart. He knows what you agree with and what you don't agree with. You don't have to hurt anybody else in the process. I promise you don't. I promise. You don't have to take their rights away. You don't have to march in the streets against them. You're welcome to, because this is America, but you don't have to. You don't have to do those things to prove to God that you're not gay, or you don't agree with gay lifestyles, or you don't like that. And to those of you who are gay or are bisexual or are trying to figure it out, you also work it out with you and your God. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or says. I know the words can be hurtful and I know they can be distracting, but the truth is that it's not easy for any of us. And this is, in some ways, your cross to bear. It's mine too. That's why I speak about it. I feel that I have a responsibility because I am in a place in my life where I can be brave and I can say, like, look, I'm working it out with me and my God, and let us deal with it. And if I get to heaven and God says, sorry, no room at the inn for you, no room, then I'll hang out in purgatory and pivot and try to figure it out. This isn't an argument, Patricia. It's not. It's not an argument. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I can't reiterate enough that there are people I love very much who do not agree with alternative lifestyles. They do not. But I love them and I value them and I respect them. And the only thing I ask them is just, it's okay if you disagree. Just disagree privately with you and your God. Just like you want me to keep my kissing women private, or my love for women, or my sexual relationships with women private, I ask that you keep your denouncement of my life choices private. That's all. And you don't have to say, when I say I'm bisexual, I'm straight. It's okay. I just assume you are straight. You don't have to tell me, because I just assume you are. But why do you feel the need to tell everybody you're bisexual? Because there are other people who need to hear it. It's not about me. You think, I don't care. I'm married to a man. I go to bed with a man. I wake up with a man. I do 69 with a man. That's what's happening in my crib. So I don't need to tell anyone. I do it because there are other people who need to hear it. That's it. And I'm not forcing it on anyone. You are not forced to love my bisexuality. You're not even forced to accept it. You're not even forced to like it. You don't even have to be kind about it. I will never do that to you. Never. The only thing I ask is you don't say anything unnecessary or unkind. You can still denounce it. You can still disagree with it. You can still hate it. Just do it between you and your God. Send all the hate for my bisexuality up to God. Up. That's it. That's all I ask. By the way, secret trick on 69. Moan a lot like it feels really good, and then you don't really have to do your part. You're welcome. You're welcome. And you guys thought I had nothing to offer. You see? Now, I love you all very much, all of you, every single one of you, no matter who you are, where you live, what you look like, who you love, who you 69 with, everything. Okay? I love you. I don't know what color's on my nails. It's kind of like a coral lobster color. I don't know. I just wanted something different because I didn't love the blue. But I love you, and if you share this video, I bet there's somebody in your life that needs to hear it. Maybe somebody who's going through it, or maybe somebody who disagrees with the alternative lifestyle and needed to just hear, like, hey, you know what? You're right. I can disagree with the alternative lifestyle and keep it to myself and just talk to God. I don't have to say mean things to people. Huh. It's a great thought. Okay, I love you guys so much. Love you. Have a great, great day.